Welcome to Sin Bin Stream. Tonight in NHL Stanley Cup playoff action, we have Game 1 between the Montreal Canadiens and the Carolina Hurricanes from Raleigh, North Carolina in the Eastern Conference Final. And hope you're having a great Thursday night. Audio's good on Twitch. Last night we had a bit of an upset. The Knights won Game 1 in Denver, Colorado. So I know everybody's picking Colorado, Carolina, but you still got to play the games. Let me check the audio real quick. And I don't know if you saw my post, but rest in peace, Kyle Busch. That was shocking news. I guess he went into the hospital with some severe illness and passed away. He just turned 41 earlier this month. That too soon for NASCAR. Great to go. Just shocking. I mean, I haven't watched racing since the pandemic, so like 6 years ago, but man, that still shocking news. But say a prayer if you believe for his wife, his young son, and his young daughter. That they're without a 41-year-old father and husband right now. Assuming it's going to be Dobish and Anderson, we'll get those numbers. Let me catch up on the chat. Didn't mean to start with some sad news, but literally just within the last hour, I think this broke. Let's go Habs. Yes, Yin Yang. Ricky going with Carolina. Yeah, I want whoever wins this series to go all the way. I'm really hoping for the Canadiens, but if not them, then the Canes. Hey, Dan. Yeah, good season continues here for Montreal. You too, Ricky. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, like and subscribe. Yeah, it'll actually be 7:15. We got about 7 minutes. Or, yeah, 8:15 Eastern. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people still think Colorado. Yep. Let's go Habs. Hello, Hot Wax. How's it going? Yeah, I've got a really old Canadiens jersey with the blue stripes. Now they just have a white collar, apparently. Happy Friday morning. You're already home from work. That's cool, Random. Thanks for being here. Kieran again. Hello. Let's go Habs. Huh. Yeah, I didn't hear that much. I just heard he checked into the hospital and was going to be out this weekend and passed suddenly. Yep. Was never really a fan of his. I did like his brother Kurt. Way too young. It's surprising he's that young still. I mean, I know he got his start at like 16 in the Truck Series, and then they raised the age to 18. Eventually, they dropped it back to 16 for, like if you were doing just short tracks or road races, not the super speedways. So, Hot Wax hoping. Yeah, I kind of, that's about where I'm at too. I wish the Canes would wear their red. I don't like these black jerseys they always wear at home. Yeah, I hope so. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, that's true. It could. And the West could not, it's going to go at least, well, I don't see Vegas sweeping it, so it's going to go at least 5. Hey, Bon, let's go. You're right. All right. Have Canes coming out to the ice. I got my newly acquired hoodie with, this is a patch for the Canes. So if the Canadiens can't get it done, we'll be wearing that in the final, but hopefully we'll be wearing this on the road and the red one for home games. Go Carolina, says Jack. All right. Yeah, just still shocking. Can't believe it. Cavs, Knicks. Oh, geez, Louise. Loaded with ads down here. I keep forgetting. I got to use... I should use a Brave browser instead of Chrome when I share a screen. All right, we'll check in on that game later. I believe... Are we doing the... Wait... I was saying, was that earlier? Because they were saying pregame 27 minutes. I'm like, we don't have 27 minutes. We have at least 4, but... All right. The game is on TNT if you're looking for it. And True TV. I am watching on HBO Max. And tomorrow we'll be back with Knights Avs game 2. Knights leading 1-0. 7:05 for that one too. All right, gotta mute that. Oh. They are doing a moment of silence for Kyle Busch. Yeah, huge NASCAR community in North Carolina. Moment of silence. All right, that's good. I was wondering if they were going to mention it. Of course, his nickname was Rowdy from was it Rubbins Racing, the Tom Cruise Daytona movie. Why am I blanking on it? All right, they're doing "Oh Canada" now. Yeah, I agree. I don't know why. Thanks, Bon. Appreciate it. Oh, the Habs. I like the red better, but the white is nice too. I agree. I don't know why they don't wear their reds. I don't like the. It's a hockey stick with 2 hurricane flags on it. I think this logo is the best logo they got, and they don't wear it at home. All right. They're not going to sweep. Doesn't mean they can't win it in 5. It's still a long way to go. I mean, I think you'd be happy with just a series win and a trip to the Stanley Cup playoffs, but... All right. Sounds like they just wrapped up the Canadian anthem. Oh, they have 2 different singers for the anthems. Interesting. All right, we're getting underway with the music. Brian, what's up? Hello to you. We got the roster report. Dobish backed up by Fowler. Anderson backed up by Bussey. Kane scratch. Serrato, Riley, Delorier, Kotkaniemi, and Kochetkov. Habs still scratching Gallagher, Engstrom, Beck, Florian Jack-Eye, not number 70. No, Arbor is scratched too. Both Jack-Eyes. Reinbacher, Veleno and the third goalie Montebo, and Kochetkov is the third goalie for the. So Jacky got scratched. Who's in there? On defense, Matheson, Gooley, Carrier, Struble. Has Struble still been out? I don't remember. Hudson or scratched. Dobson. All right, we're done with the anthem. Did I get a... All right, yeah, just checking the audio again. Huh, so... Yeah. Should be starting momentarily. Thank you. My thoughts exactly. Anderson, 8 games, 8-0, 1.12 goals against, 950 save percentage, 2 shutouts, 2 or fewer goals in all 8 starts. Consider the competition, though. Dobich, 14 games, 8-6, 2.52 goals against, 910 save percentage. On the road, 6-2, 2.27 goals against. Wow. Yes, I agree. Hopefully. In the Carolina and Vegas in the Stanley Cup Finals, yeah, maybe. Don't count out the Avs just yet, though, and I still hope Montreal can make it. All right. Habs in white, left to right. Evans does not win the draw. Miller passes it across. The Canes in black dump it in to the near corner. Taylor Hall trying to dig it out. It's in the crease, sent to the side. Somebody knocked it out of there. I think it was Dobson. Pass up ahead. This might be icing. It is on Montreal at 1935. Something. That was a steal. Who stole that? Oh, Blake. Blake's the one that had it in the crease, and then Dobson kind of gloved it up in the air. Off. Nope, false start on the draw. Aho wins the draw. Near corner, Habs couldn't clear it. Miller sends it around to the far boards. Pass to the far circle, shot, and a goal. 1-0 at 1927. Canes take the 1-0 lead. Seth Jarvis with his second of the playoffs. Rutrow. Svechnikov and Aho after Aho won the draw. Second shot of the game. 1-0 Canes. All right, they're showing way too long a replay. Dobich got beat blocker side high from the far circle. Well, not that they can't come back, but they can't fall behind. They're playing better and better teams each round. They being Montreal. Carolina dumps it into the far corner. And finally the Habs get it out to the neutral ice. Red line. Suzuki dumps it in. It's chased. Caulfield sends it behind the net. Slab centers it. Shot and a goal. It's 1-1. I believe Cole Caulfield scored it. And it's like that. It's 1-1. We've played 1 minute of the game. Wow. Bang, bang. What a start. Caulfield from Slavkovsky and Suzuki. Good to see their top line getting points immediately. Oh, yeah, just under the bar, and Anderson went low. I'm not sure why Anderson was going down, but he could not recover, and that was blocker side high, and Cole put it right under the bar and got the equalizer. And we're just a minute into the game. Carrier takes it behind the Montreal net. Pass to the far circle. Off the boards, turnover. Martinook back to the blue line. Shot by Jordan Stahl behind the net. Gooley picks it up. And the Habs got it to neutralize, but it looks like it's dumped in again by the, Nikishin. Ehlers sends it behind the net, but the Canadiens send it out. This is played by Anderson, tipped to the neutral ice, and the Canadiens have it in their own zone. It's Matheson waiting on a line change. All right, Habs take it towards the goal. Backhander saved by Anderson. Long shot from the blue line, and then a rebound taken behind the net. And now Carolina gets it to the neutral zone. Pass to Miller. Miller drops it for Jankowski, and it's behind the net. Matheson pass. Kapanen turned it over at the neutral zone, and it's a dump in by the Canes. 17:30 to go in the first. 1-1 the score. Both teams with 3 shots. Pass to the near boards in front of the penalty box. To the far boards, right in front of the bench. Taken away from Newhook, turned it over. Canes send it towards the net. At the side of the net, Dobish freezes it at 17-12. Habs had another good chance there. Dobish is key. It's been so long since Carolina's first 2 series. I have to remind myself who their opponents were. Yeah, they beat Ottawa in the first round, Philly in the second round, or Flyers. Yeah, no kidding. Yep. That was quick. Yes. False start on the draw. Holy cow, yep. Not off to a good start, but yeah. They got the equalizer. Yes. All right, far boards. Come on, go to the... Thank you. We were on the behind the net cam. I couldn't see anything. Backhanded dump in by the Canadiens. I almost said Cabs. I was trying to say Habs or Canadians, and I almost said Cabs. Demidov to the far circle. Return pass, and Evans had to go off his stick. Could have been 2-1 Montreal. Other way, Taylor Hall turns it over. And dumped in. Oh, you had to think about it. Yeah. I hear you. I know. Their competition wasn't that great in the first 2 rounds. Not saying the Canes aren't playing tremendous hockey, but far corner, puck is loose in the slot, taken away by the Canes. 3-on-2, far circle. Nope, really late offsides call. I don't understand why the offsides calls are so late. Oh, we got a penalty at 16:05. Suzuki and Walker are going to the penalty box, so 4-on-4. Embellishment? Oh, Suzuki embellishment? Walker interference? What? I didn't see a good look at the replay. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah. Yep. What's up, Jonathan? Go Kings. All-Star game broke out. Yeah. What a pass. Yes. 2 goals in a minute. Yep. Another good goal. Yeah, it's good to see line 1 scoring. Yep, I know. All right, we'll catch up. So 4-on-4. Suzuki called for diving or embellishment. I didn't get a good look at the replay. Carrier sends it ahead. Breakaway towards the goal. Shot in the goal. 4-on-4. Deneau, the former King, gives the Habs the 2-1 lead in a 4-on-4 situation. They were on the stupid behind the net cam. By the time they flipped back, Carrier had already made a fantastic pass off the boards. It was tipped by Anderson. And see, I didn't even see that because they were switching cameras. Next thing you know, Deneau was on a breakaway, and he sent it forehand, glove side high. So Deneau from Carrier, but I thought Anderson may have tipped it, but maybe it was actually touched by the Canes. But we're back underway in 4-on-4. Behind their own net with the puck are the Canadiens. Matheson waiting. Taken up the far boards, over the red line, dump in. Just stay on the couple of shots and a frozen puck by Anderson. Just stay on the main broadcast cam. Don't need all these other shots. It's insane. You don't get... It takes too long for you guys to cut to the correct camera. Yeah, a couple shots there. Yeah, 6-4 on the shots. And Anderson with the save. Scoring chances 5-2 Montreal. All right, 4-on-4 continues for another minute 27. All right. Evans. And false start against Taylor Hall. Jankowski. He's kicked out of the draw. In steps, Svechnikov. Won by the Canadiens. Demidov sends one, but wide. Demidov in the near corner. Back to the blue line for Dobson. To the far side to his partner, Hudson. Hudson near circle, fell down, centered it, and taken away by Carolina. Taken away by Hudson, though, and that shot is blocked. Miller to Svechnikov, and now it's to the far side. We've more than a minute has gone by in the 4-on-4. Svechnikov's shot saved by Dobish. Habs bring it up the far boards, cross ice pass to Evans in the near side. He sends it back to the defense. Probably line change coming up. Nope. Back to Dobson behind the net. Maybe just the forwards changed. I guess now the defenseman did. All right. Newhook with the puck. Pass at the red line. Taken into the O-zone. Pass to the far circle. Shot. Glove save. Anderson hangs on at 14-20. That wasn't a shot on goal? Yeah, I agree. Me too. All right, it's best of 7. You got to win 4. Yep, 6. We're at 14 likes. Thanks, Ricky. What the heck? Get in the box. Go Knicks. Oh, yeah, we'll check that the first timeout. Yeah, that was a good pass. False start on the draw. Newhook kicked out. Texier steps in. Just drop the puck, please. Looks like it's Stahl for the Canes. Stahl wins the draw. Taken, I think, by Chatfield. Pass to the near side. Ehlers, I believe, with the puck. That shot was wide. Newhook gets the rebound. Sends it to Gooley. And now we're back. They put Carolina power play up. Oh, my gosh, TNT. Just horrific. Ehlers behind his own net passes. Chatfield to his partner, who's out there. Slavin, I believe. Slavin waiting on the line change. Slavin up the middle. Pass to Chatfield. Sent ahead. Gloved down by Dobish, and he ends up hanging on at 13:37. That should be the under 14 media timeout. 2-1 Montreal. Wait, why isn't this a commercial break? What are we doing? All right, we're not going to the under 14 media timeout. I have no idea why. Face off in the near circle. Shot taken behind the net. Aho back to the blue line, I guess. Now the Canadiens have it. Finally, the regular camera. Suzuki leaves it. Far circle. Shot saved by Anderson. Suzuki couldn't get to it. Passed by the Canes. Neutral ice. Dump into the far corner. Tipped on net, but no, taken away by Dobson. Well played. And Suzuki carries it in. He coughs it up. Sent ahead by the Canes. This could be icing unless it was tipped. All right, it was tipped. Who is that? Oh, Colton Dock. Kirby Dock, sorry. Colton's his brother who's on the Oilers. Pass to the near side. Bolduc gloves it down in the corner. Sends it to the blue line for Hudson. Pass to the slot. Got knocked away, and the Canes send it ahead. Pass right up the middle towards the net. Steered aside by Dobich. Rebound sent wide behind the net. Aho and Robinson trying to dig it out. Near circle. Centering pass goes through to the far boards. And Nikishin sends it out. And he'll have to pass to Goztishber. He takes it right up the middle. And the Canes dump it in. Far boards. Pass for the Habs. They dump it in. Texier chases it. Slavin sends it around, but not out. Habs center it. Shot to goal from the slot. I think it's Texier. It is Texier. And it's 3-1 Montreal. Wow. And I guess Anderson and the Carolina defense are a teensy bit rusty here. A little bit of rust with their rest. Texier from Deneau and Gooley. Beat him glove side high. Just inside the near circle. Right by Slavin. Slavin probably could have got a piece of that. What is going on here in Raleigh, North Carolina? Dumped in by the Canes behind the net. Far corner back to the blue line. We haven't done a single goal visualizer. We got a whole stack to do. Turned over at the neutral ice, and Demidov dumped it in, but the Canes have it behind their own net. Sent out to neutral ice, down the length of the ice, and icing on Carolina instead at 11-14. Whew. Anderson giving up 3 goals on 10 shots. That's the first time he's given up 3 this entire playoffs in a game, and this is just the first period. Or was it? Yeah, I thought he was 2 or less in all 8 games. All right, shell shock in Raleigh, North Carolina at the moment. Dumped in by the Canes. Hudson passes. They get it to Suzuki. Sends it off the near boards. Caulfield. Canes have it back in the defensive zone. Sent ahead. Caulfield passes. Red line dump in from the far boards into the far corner. Now it's sent out by Martinook to Ehlers. Ehlers leaves it. Taken by Martinook towards the net. Saved by Dobish. Pass. Saucer pass to neutral ice. Picked up by Slavin. Slavin, passed it and got it right back as the Canes get a line change. Dumped in behind the net by Martinook. Carrier is there first for the Habs. Pass over to Bolduc. Bolduc takes it to the blue line. Pass to the red line. Got away, though. Canes have the puck. Svechnikov sends it to the far circle. That shot is saved. Habs send it out. We've played 10 minutes of the first period. Sent behind the net. Why am I blanking? By Nikishin. Now sent up. Far circle shot. Dobish looking for it. He doesn't know where it is. And a whistle. And a little bit of a skirmish, but nothing major. 9:38. I assume. Did we already do the under 10? Maybe we did. I just forgot. This is the under. The under 14. This is the under 10 now. And they took a shot away from the Habs. It's 10-9 the shots, Carolina. All right, let's try to get. I've got a lot. Let me get through the chat quick, and then we'll do the visualizers. All right, what on earth? This is insane. All right, whatever. 24-22 Knicks, 1:23 to go. First period, first quarter. Frederick Anderson. Yeah. Yep. Let's go. Holy cow. 3 goals in 5 minutes. What's up, Chance? How's it going? Yeah, that should be more interesting. Danault was doing absolutely nothing. He didn't have a goal the entire time he was with the Kings. I don't remember what they got, but the fact that they got anything for him, he didn't have any goals for the Kings. He was doing nothing. Thanks, Ricky. Hello, Kevin. Jack. Golden Knights, that's tomorrow. Cavs ahead. Yep, now it's tied. Knicks and Cavs 24 all, 48.9. Switch goalie. Yeah, maybe they'll still switch at the second period, but I kind of doubt it. It's his first bad game. Bussy's young. Knickerbockers. Insane. Yep, Texier's good. Switch goalies or Googles. Newhook needs to step up. Newhook's had a good playoffs. Newhook's been one of the surprises that's been playing well. Yep. Attack the middle of the ice, Montreal. Anderson, a tough start, but his defense. Yeah. All right, I'm almost caught up on the chat. We're back underway. We may have to wait on the visualizers till the first intermission. Sent in by Carolina. Matheson behind his own net. Sends it to Dobson, but he missed him. Canes keep it in. Martinook. Jankowski to the near corner. Now the Habs sent it down the length of the ice. Anderson plays it. And it's sent to the blue line. Pass ahead. Montreal has it in their own defensive zone. Under 9 to play, first period. Montreal still in their own zone. Now ahead to Newhook, who dumped it in. Oh, that was icing. I guess he was behind the red line at 8:50. Quick, fast, the goals came. Yeah, 33 seconds in for Seth Jarvis of the Canes. 1 minute in for Caulfield. 4:04 for Philip Danault, his second of the playoffs. 8:11 for Texier. So 4 goals in the first 8:11 of the game. Go Canes, but Canadiens. Yeah, no, I was disagreeing. I'm like, Newhook's one of the few players that has stepped up. He won both games. I don't know about overtime winners, but he had the winner in both of the game 7s, and yes, one of them was overtime. He had the breakaway towards the net, tucked in, another goal. Demidov, and it's 4-1. And again, that was a breakaway. Kind of hard to blame Anderson, but now it's 4 goals on 10 shots. Just like that, all of a sudden Demidov was alone. I mean, that's the defense. You keep giving up these breakaways, your defense is failing you. It's not really the goalie's fault. He faked backhand, and then he drew it on a string forehand and beat Anderson blocker side. Miller and another defenseman were pinched along the boards. Blake couldn't get back. I don't know who it was, but both oh boy, we missed a lot. And a whistle at 8:21. I didn't see for what. 4-1. Demidov. We've had 4 different goal scorers. Caulfield, Deneau, Texier, Demidov. All right, and we get a penalty on Carrier, and we hit the... Yeah, so we didn't do the under 14, and they had that whistle that wasn't icing at like 13 and a half, and they didn't take the break. So now we get like back-to-back. It makes no sense. So 4-1 now. And Carrier high sticking on Svechnikov. So Carolina gets a power play again. Or no, the first power play. The first penalties were a 4-on-4. Yes, Habs. I miss not having Minnesota watch. Yes, I do too. This game cannot be real. Holy crap. Wow. Wake up and find out it's a crazy dream. Yeah, we got a long way to go, though. Can't count Carolina out. It's only... They got to push for 5. I wouldn't feel safe with a 3-goal lead against anybody at any time. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. That's what the Canadians got to hope for. Yep, I agree. Yep. All right, finally caught up. Well, not quite. Yeah, well, I think the biggest knock on the Canadians is nobody was that confident in Dobish as a goaltender either, but he has had a solid playoffs. Brick, yeah, I know, terrible news. They had a moment of silence. I put RIP too. Thanks for being here. Whoops. All right, just about set for the Hurricanes power play. Yeah, don't count out the Canes yet. They can get within 4-2 here on the power play. Great. We're on the behind the net cam. Stahl is in front of the net. Now he takes it in the near corner behind the net. Oh my gosh. Could we just have the regular camera, please? Down low. I can't see anything. Gooley sends it finally. Gooley sends it around to the near boards and out. And whistle for what? At 7:54. Penalty on Aho. All right, play the... Couldn't hear above the boos what he got called for. Roughing of Jake Evans. Oh, yeah, he completely ran over Evans. Hit him high in the face. That's textbook roughing. Hate to tell you, Canes fans, but that was a good call by the ref. Aho can't believe it, but he just absolutely went high on Evans and ran him over. At best, that's interference. At worst, they're calling it roughing. So, yeah, he had a severe illness and he was hospitalized. Somebody said he was asking for medical help last race or two weeks ago. But he went to the hospital today and passed away. Yeah, they haven't released a whole lot of information. All right, sent around 4-on-4. Canes with the puck. Blue line. Shot by Ehlers was blocked. Dobson sends it ahead. Suzuki far circle looking. Suzuki leaves it. It's taken to the blue line by Hudson. Hudson passes to the near side. And sent by Suzuki back to Hudson. Hudson tries the near side. Sends it to Suzuki, but steered aside by Anderson. At least I assume it's Anderson. It is. And to the neutral ice and sent in by Carolina. We have 6:53 to go in the first period. All right, Canes take it out of their zone again. Miller sends it ahead. Red line, Blake. Blake carries it in, leaves it for the right wing. A shot saved into the near boards. Miller. Now, Blake pass to the near side. Stankoven sends one. No, I'm sorry. That was Walker who sent one. Stankoven's 22, right? 6:22 to go. That's right. Walker is 26. Stankoven is 22. Got it. Yeah. Miller and whoever Miller is paired with were out there for that last breakaway. They missed the draw. You know how that irks me. I'll try to shut up about it. 20 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Canadians send it back to the neutral ice. Slavkovsky with the puck. Carries it into the far circle. Into the corner. Sent around. Dobson sends it wide. Slavkovsky sends it around. Suzuki, we're back to 5-on-5. Sent towards the net, into the near boards. Dobson sends one. Slavin sends it out to the neutral ice. Up ahead, Aho lost the puck. Good poke check there, I think, by Dobson. Dobson carries it out, sends it in. And now the Canes take it out to the red line. Right up the middle. Nikishin passes to Taylor Hall. Blue line keeper for Blake. Gostisbehere's shot. I don't know if that was on target or not. We'll see. And to the red line, Carrier dumps it in. Canadians send it towards the net, but no, it must have been blocked. Tipped into the neutral zone. And far circle shot and a save and a frozen puck by Dobish. 4:55. This is the under 6 media timeout. 12-12 the shots, 4-1 the score, Montreal. It's a long way to go. I wouldn't. The second period can be much different than the first with the longer line changes. Yeah, I certainly, at least Anderson and the defense look rusty. You know, Jarvis scored 33 seconds into the game. First period, yep. First third of the game, exactly. And we still got 4:55 to go. It was just a matter of 11 minutes and 32 seconds for 5 goals, which is nuts. Yeah, I hear you. Yep. Thanks, Ricky. Yeah, 41's too young for Kyle Busch. He was hospitalized, severe illness is all I've heard reported. Knights did that to the Avs last night, 1-4-2 lead. Yep, exactly. Didn't, gotcha. Yep, Demidov. Yeah, we'll have to get to all of them. Yep, Ricky, yeah, it's sad. Yeah, I don't know. It was dumb. He hit Evans high, and he didn't like the call, but yep. I wish they would acknowledge the Montreal Maroons 2 cups, though. Maroons won in 1926 and 1935. They're actually the ones that built the Montreal Forum. It was the Maroons that inhabited that place first before the Canadiens moved in. So they really should have banners up to honor the Maroons. I know it's a different franchise, but they essentially were in that town. It wasn't that building, but yep, we're at 20 likes. That's awesome. Hello, Adele Little, #1. Yeah, I agree. Expos, yeah. I remember. Andre Dawson, Tim Raines. One went to the Cubs, one went to the Sox. All right, shot, and it's into the far boards. They took a shot away from Montreal. Yeah. Frozen puck, I believe, finally by Dobish at 4:37. Took a while for them to blow the whistle. And 13:11, the shots. All right, most days off between rounds, 11 for the Hurricanes in 2026. The record is Canadiens 12 back in 1919. Holy cow. The Canadiens had only been around 10 years at that point. Sent behind the net. Habs send it up. At the neutral ice, pass it in. Far corner. Matheson gets hit to the near corner. Blue line. Dobson tipped into the netting above the glass. 4:16 is the time. Much like Wrigley Field is home of the Federal. Yes. Yep. That's a good call. Yep. But did the Whales ever win anything in the Federal League? I'm not sure. And this is more recent, too. I mean, the Whales were 1910s, and, they could have celebrated the 100th anniversary of the Maroons, at least honored them. But no mention of them. And they were the last team that wasn't an original six team. I hate that name, though. To win a cup until the Flyers finally broke through. All right, sent out by the Canes. Dobish behind his own net. Plays it to the near corner. Centered by the Canes, but Dobson was able to get it out to neutral ice. Skated up, far circle, Caulfield. No, Demidov passed to Evans. 93, not 13. Demidov shot. Anderson save. He hangs on at 3:44. Bring back the Expos. Yeah, they never should have left. That's too bad. That stadium was such a mess, though, that the Expos played in. That Olympic Stadium was a nightmare for that city and that country, or at least the province, for the 76 Olympics. That thing was so over budget and so corrupt and such, terrible design. Oh, about the Maroons. Shot from the far circle, blocked, saved, sent behind the net. And the Canes having a rough time getting it out. Far circle, Habs towards the net. Last second taken away, skated out by the Canes. Cannot see the number. And the Habs dump it in again. Caulfield couldn't get it behind the net. Canes take it to the blue line and get it ahead into the O-zone. Shot was blocked into the far corner. Matheson couldn't get it out. Glove save. Blue line shot by Chatfield. Dobish hangs on. Oh, man, the Habs had one go over the top of the bar behind the net. Slavkovsky, a good pass, but it just couldn't get to Suzuki. A nice takeaway by the Canes. Oh, I have merch for both teams. I want the Eastern team to win too, if whoever wins. But I'm rooting for Montreal. All right, breakaway again. This time the Canes are able to survive. Taylor Hall the other way. Behind the net. Hall, a long shot. That is blocked. And sent out. Texier gets it at the neutral ice and dumps it in. All right. Walker leaves it behind the net. Under 2.5 to go, first period. And behind the net, Dobish. Dobson passes. And Matheson passed it back after he had fallen down. Robinson sent one wide into the far corner. Neutral ice. Finally into the zone for the Habs, but Gostishbear sends it ahead. Stahl in the near circle. Takes it to the near corner behind the net. Stahl centered it through the crease. Nobody could get a stick on it. And somebody just dropped their stick. It was Bolduc. I don't know what the fans were so upset about. Near boards, and I think they should be more upset about how their team's playing, not with the refs. Gostishbear sends it towards the net. Then a shot from the near circle. Save again. That was Nikishin, I believe, on the shot. Behind the net of the Canes. Now they send it up the near boards. Over the red line. Far circle. Jarvis passed. Got away, though, from Chatfield. Far circle now. Towards the net. Wide into the near boards. Kept in by Slavin. Sent to the far boards. And taken out by the Habs to the red line, and it's dumped in. It's either Carrier and I couldn't see the number. Oh, Caulfield couldn't get to it. Slavkovsky gets it, centers it, but it's blocked. We're under 34 seconds to go. Under 30 now. Sent ahead by the Canes. Montreal with the puck in their own zone. Pass to Dobson. Up ahead. Slavkovsky lost it in the slot. They keep it in. Dobson shot. Blocked into the far corner. Under 15 seconds to go. And, well, trying to keep it in. Only 4 seconds to go. Far corner. 2-1. They don't get another shot. That is the end of the first period. We played 20 minutes. And the Habs have a 4-1 lead. Unbelievable. And we will get to the visualizers next. Let me catch up on the chat first. Yes, please, if you haven't already done so, hit that like button or thumbs up on the video. Consider hitting the subscribe button to the channel. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended to other YouTube users. And I think this will help me grow the channel. I thank you all for your support. If you have a Twitch account, please follow Sinbin Stream there as well. It's the same stream. It is free, but it is faster and commercial free. Yes, I have merch. I have a hat for every team except for the Wild. I'm going to try to still order my Wild hat soon, but I couldn't get a discount, so I'm not sure how long I'll have to wait for 47 brand. Those are the hats I like. All right, let me catch up in the chat, then we'll do the visualizers. Don't forget to vote in the poll in the YouTube chat. Who you think's going to win game one? 35 votes, 63% for Montreal, 37% for Carolina, probably heavily influenced by the score. 1-0 Jays, that's good. 40-40 in the NBA, 4 minutes to go in the second. Yep, exactly. Gotcha. But Carolina played better down the stretch. Carolina's only played 8 games. You know, you might think the Canadiens might have some wear and tear. They played 14 games. Yeah, well then they were going to fold the Twins. They were just going to contract them. Yeah. Yep. No, I know, and it was for the richer. What doomed them was the Great Depression. The stock market crash. It was, you know, the more wealthy end of Montreal, and yes, for the English speaking ones. Yep. Right. In the province of Quebec as well, not just the city of Montreal. Yep. Yep. 2 more likes. We're at 23. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Ricky. Yes, they are very young. Yes. You know, they finally got a decent goaltender. Dobich has stepped it up in the playoffs. Again, they just did win both rounds 4-3. They had to go to 7 games, and they had to go to overtime last series. So, yeah. Hey, Chance. Yeah, what's up, Chance? Montreal exposed. Yep. Bottom 6, 1 out for the Yankees. Yep. Yep, I agree. I was optimistic, but never would have guessed 4-1 after 1. It's actually 12 days. Oh, no, you're right. It is 11. 12 is the record for Montreal. Yeah, no excuses. Rest versus, rest and rust. But, yeah. All right, let's get to these visualizers. Jarvis got us going 33 seconds in for the Canes from Svechnikov and Aho. Miller sends it around. Aho tips it. And it's, off of Svechnikov. Here, we'll do it one more time. So it's Jarvis. Okay, Miller sends it around. Tipped by Aho to Svechnikov, and Jarvis buried it. Blocker side high past Dobich. That meant 1-0. But 27 seconds later, Cole Caulfield with the first Montreal goal. His 5th of the playoffs from Slavkovsky and Suzuki. Suzuki has 10 assists, so he may not be getting goals, but he does have 10 assists in they're still in progress of their 17th game, or 15th game. Sorry, 15th game. I may have missed. Yeah, they've played 14. So they're in their 15th game. Carolina's only in their 9th. All right, Suzuki with the puck. Pass off the boards to Caulfield, who sends it behind the net. Slavkovsky centers it back to Caulfield, who buries it past Anderson, blocker side high. That made it 1-1. Then 3 minutes and 4 seconds later, at 4:04, Philip Deneau from Carrier. It's in the corner. Carrier up the boards, sends it a chip shot pass off the boards, and Deneau was going forehand all the way and beat Anderson glove side high. It was a great pass by Carrier. Then Texier, and that was 4 minutes and 7 seconds later at 8:11. Sent behind by Texier. Gouli to Deneau, then Deneau to Deneau to Texier, and he buried it. Gouli and Deneau to Texier for his 4th. Again, blockers or glove side high, I believe. And then Demidov with the final tally of the first. Just 3 minutes and 21 seconds later at 11:32 from his third from Newhook and Evans. All right. Evans ahead to Newhook. And then Demidov did the rest on a breakaway. He briefly faked backhand and then drew it on a string and went forehand. And again, beaten glove side high. 4 goals on 13 shots. Gotta wonder if they would consider looking at Bussy. I would say they'll wait to see if they can get back within 4-2. I don't think you pull Anderson here. They may. If it gets to be 5-1, though, I would think they'd give him the rest of the night off, though. All right, Knicks 45, Cavs 40, 2:56, second period. The PWHL season is over. The Montreal victory or won over the Ottawa Charge, 3-1 in a best of 5. We have 3 games on tap for the WNBA. 2 of the 3 are on Amazon Prime, or I'm sorry, Prime Video, same thing. Valkyries 42, Liberty 34 in New York at halftime. Valkyries up 8. Underway in the third in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Lynx all over the tempo, 57-35 by 22, 8:47 to go. Later tonight in Phoenix, Sparks at Mercury. 1-3 Sparks, 2-3 Mercury. So 4-1 the score, 14-13 the 4-1 the score Montreal, 14-13 the shots Carolina. Face-offs 12-11 Montreal. Each team 0 for 1 on the power play. We had a 4-on-4 as well. Yeah, Carolina's power play was brief. That was another 4-on-4. Wait a minute. Yeah, so neither team had a full 2-minute power play. Actually, let's look that up. Yeah. Carolina had all of 27 seconds on the power play. They say Carolina did too. That, I guess that makes sense. Okay. So neither team had a full power play. Not even a quarter. Hits 17-4 Carolina. Block shots 8-6 Montreal. Giveaways 6-3 Montreal. Takeaways 2-2. Rust factor. No way they have that because they have a good team no matter ready to play, though. Defense is tough for Carolina. Defense is, not playing well. Gotcha. Thunder. No, they play, I guess, I would assume tomorrow. Oh, yeah. The next goal is huge, though. If it's 4-2, game on. If it's 5-1, that's going to be tough. Story about Texier, born in France on French national team when Quebec Premier visited Paris. She gave Macron a Texier. Nice. That's cool. Tough game tonight for the tempo. Yeah. 60-43, down by 17. At least the Valkyries are beating the Liberty, but that's only at half. Go Sparks against the Mercury. Josh, this is going to come out bad. I guess Canada's getting their happy. I'm not thrilled, I guess. If it's Vegas, Montreal, it's too early. It could easily be Colorado and First of all, Montreal hasn't won this game yet, but Colorado could still win 4 straight and wrap it up in 5. They're that good. And same for the Canes. They could come back in this game, or even if they don't, they could still win 4 straight. They just won 8 straight. And the Avs beat a good Wild team in 5. So long way to go until it's Montreal, Vegas. We're nowhere close to that. Yes, 2 straight, right? The first 2 years, and then Montreal this year. Yep. Yes, that's true. I know they don't have a good history in the conference finals. Oh gosh, it's this stupid Duluth Trading Company commercial I can't stand. Yeah, no, I hear you. I believe me, I wish this was the Stanley Cup Finals. I can't stand Vegas. I can't stand Colorado. Colorado just won it in 2022. They don't need to win. Vegas has already won one. And they're just they're the second newest team. I mean, not counting the Mammoth, counting the Kraken. Halftime in MSG, Cavs down by 4. Knicks 53, Cavs 49. All right. We'll leave you with the WNBA, and I'm going to take a quick break. Cue up some music real quick. That's why I'm frustrated with the West. I really wanted the Wild. Once the Kings and the Oilers had lost and the Mammoth, all I had left was the Wild. All right, I'll be back. Thanks. All right, we're back. Sorry, close there. Underway in the second. Sorry, too long a break. All right, Montreal in white, right to left. In the near corner, Demidov got it taken away. Canes in the far corner, far circle, shot wide into the near boards. Sent to the far corner. Newhook takes it to the red line for Montreal. Up the middle. Pass to the near boards. Taylor Hall with the puck. Shot it. Glove save. Dobish, and he hangs on. And what is going on NHL.com? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 forwards and 2 defensemen for the Canes. Yeah, that shot was wide of the net, so no shot on goal. They're my third favorite team. I like Kings, Sabres, and Canadiens. I just enjoy watching Buffalo and Montreal. I don't get a lot of Hawks games, so Blackhawks, that is. And sent out. That was a shot. It was blocked by the. We got a side-by-side interview going on with Martin St. Louis, but we got a smaller window while the game's going on. This is insane. Like, we can just listen to the interview. We don't need to see them. Chatfield got knocked down, but it's sent out by. Who was that? But now the Habs send it behind the net into the near corner. I couldn't think of Jordan Stahl earlier. My bad. All right. Red line, dump in. Dobish behind the net. Into the near corner. Pass to the side. Gooley sends it out. Texier tipped it in. They're going to head for a line change. Carolina sends it up the near boards behind the Montreal net. Struble gets hit behind the net. Jarvis has the puck. Gooley trying to take it away. Gooley pass up ahead off the near boards. Slavkovsky couldn't get there. Nikishin sends it around. And at the neutral zone, Carolina carries it in. 17:45 to play in the second period. Wait, Caps? No. Capitals? Never. I thought you said Habs. No. Caps would be one of my bottom 5 at best. As long as they have Tom Wilson. Shot saved by, I don't know why you were saying Caps. I misread that. I was thinking Habs. Shot and a goal. A breakaway the other way finally for Carolina. Game on. 4-2. Sorry, I was a little distracted by the chat there. That is Robinson from Carrier. And the Habs are right back in it. Oh, man, Montreal hit the post on a play. I think the other way, they gave up a breakaway, and Robinson buried it. Blocker side high, nobody back in time. That actually hit the crossbar and then went in. Robinson from Carrier at 2:46 and game on. It's 4-2. With 17:12 to play now in the second. Matheson behind his own net. Pass to Demidov. Sent ahead. Near corner. Anderson plays it to the far boards and out. Neutral zone. Dumping, I think. I mean, TNT doesn't show the puck. Bolduc to the far corner. Habs send it to the neutral ice. Nikishin sends it back. Picked up by Doc. Doc gets hit. Far circle. Pass to Doc. Shot. Blocked by the Canes. And sent out. red line pass, and it's dumped in by Montreal. Anderson plays it to the far boards. Pass to the near side, sent ahead by Carolina. Dobish plays it behind the net. Sent to Demidov. Pass ahead. Montreal turned it over. Pass to Blake for Carolina. He turns it over. Sent ahead. Red line. Dropped the puck again. And that was Stankoven who sent it in. A shot was saved from the far side. Finally, a frozen puck by Dobish at 15:44. Shots 16-13 now. Yes, so not a fan of the Caps because of Tom Wilson. Yeah, that hit the crossbar and went in. Thank you, Bud. Appreciate the like. Oh, thanks, Yin Yang. I think we were playing. I forgot. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, the name of the song. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Sorry. I took too long of a intermission break. That was my bad. I was texting my friend about Kyle Busch. Sent behind the net. Centering pass. Sent out to the neutral ice. Dump in by the Canes. Habs send it out again. Taken away at the red line. Walker passed it. Near circle. There, it got tipped into the far boards. Far corner. Taken out by the Habs over the red line. Hudson looking near corner. Tried to center it. And the Canes couldn't get it out. And the Habs dump it into the far corner. Anderson there. And it's sent out by the Canes. This might be icing on Carolina. And it is. At 14:38. Yeah. I think. What did I play first? I played Parasail by Silent Partner. I think that's the one. All right, I'll get back to that in a minute. Get the regular cam. I hate the behind the net cam. Gooley falls down in the near corner. Carrier is there, though. Takes it behind the Montreal net. Carrier sends it up. Tipped. Suzuki tries to get a shot on goal, but it's tipped into the near corner. And to the neutral ice. Carolina going the other way. Near circle shot. All right, did he glove it or did it get tipped into the netting above the glass? I think Dobish gloved it. 14:03. 18:13 the shots as the fans are loving it. What happened? Why is the Canadiens aren't losing? They were up 4-1, 4-2 now. They might win the cup. They got to get 8 more wins to win the cup. This is 1 of 4 in this. Yeah, I hear you. I'm sure a lot of people think that way. Long way to go in this game and in both series. But you never know. All right, fine. God, I hate the behind the net cam. I don't know why they insist on using that so much. Dumped in by the Habs. It gets centered, but it goes all the way back to the near boards. Dumped into the near corner. Saucer pass to neutralize by Carolina. Dumped in again by the Habs. 13:34 to go in the second period. Oh my gosh, we're staring right down at Gostisbehere from behind the net. We don't need that. Sent ahead. Taylor Hall near circle. Drops it back. Nikishin tried to center it. Stankoven back to the blue line. A shot was blocked. Nikishin near circle. Drops it to Gostisbehere. He shoots. That's blocked. Sent out by the Habs off the far boards. And Nikishin picks it up, but no icing. We played 7 minutes of the second. Carolina's picked up the only goal here in the second. Oh, were you saying Canes? Why are the Canes losing? Okay. Because Montreal came to play and Carolina got shell-shocked in the first. But it's 4-2 now, and the puck is tipped into the netting above the glass at 12:31. That should be the under 14 media timeout. So Robinson makes it 4-2. We'll do that visualizer. His first to the playoffs, Carrier's first assist. All right, Caulfield hit the post. Let's start that over. So on one end, Cole Caulfield hits the left post. He beat Anderson blocker side, but hit the post. And then on the subsequent rush to the other end, that's when Carolina got their goal. So right off the Caulfield hits the post. It's passed off the near boards. Pass ahead and buried. Wait, how did... Oh, wait a minute. Carrier? Oh, that's right. William Carrier is a left winger. He's 28. Okay. One more time. Caulfield hits the post. Rebound picked up by Carrier. Sends it around Suzuki. Then quick pass to Robinson. Matheson didn't get back in time. Dobish got beat. Blocker side high. It hit the crossbar and went into the net. That's why it's 4-2. Yep. Thanks, Ricky. Yeah, we're at 27 likes. Thanks, everybody. If the Canes come back to win the series, that... Oh, hitting the post? Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, that was interesting. I hadn't heard that. Second half in MSG. Knicks up 2, 10:45 in the third. Second half in the Barclays Center. 2:09 to go in the third. Valkyries 57, Liberty 46. Lynx 1:56 to go in the third. All over the tempo. 73-48. Bill DAVIDGE. I missed that. Somebody with the Blue Jackets. Just missed this. Somebody with the Columbus Blue Jackets. I don't know who that is. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. All right, we had the under 14 media timeout. Now we're set at 12:31. Texier does not win the draw. The Canes Miller takes it behind his own net. Canes take it out the far boards and dump it in. Pass to the blue line. And Stahl sends one. Where's the puck? Behind the net. And shot. That was blocked. The Canadiens send it out. And this is going to be a Montreal icing at 12 minutes to go. F the Hurricanes. All right. Well, at least you cleaned it up. I'm rooting for Montreal, but if they lose, I want the Canes to go all the way. I do not want Colorado or Vegas to win. Aho doesn't win the draw. The Canes keep it in, though, near boards. Shot. Did not get through. Deneau sends it down. Slavin picks it up. Slavin pass to the near side. Chatfield sends it ahead. And Chatfield's shot was wide into the far corner. Sent out to the neutral ice. Aho passes back to the defense. They send it off the far boards. Aho tracked it down, and then his shot was blocked into the netting above the glass at 11:19. Oh, speaking of which, just thinking about the Chicago Wolves. Are they playing tonight? Come on, come on, come on. Why is your site so slow? They are playing. Griffins and Wolves tied 0-0. 3:05 to go in the second. Okay. Have to keep an eye on that one. That is the Canes AHL affiliate. Canes keep it in. Spinorama. Looks like Blake. He centered it and went off the near boards. Stankoven, a backhander. Stanky couldn't get to the rebound, though, and the Habs send it ahead. And sent out of the zone after the Canes took it away, but Montreal has it in their defensive zone. Matheson passes, return pass to Suzuki. Suzuki sends it to Matheson. Matheson couldn't dump it in. Canes send it ahead. Taylor Hall. Centered it off the stick. Hall shoots. That's wide. And Montreal sends it out. Shots are 21-14 Hurricanes. Yeah, the low shot totals by Montreal have been par for the course in the playoffs. I think they won that Game 7 against Tampa with just 9 shots on goal. Taken away by Demidov over the red line into the O-zone. Looking. Centers it. Far circle. Shot wide into the near boards. Demidov turned it over, though. And the Canes sent it out. Up ahead to Robinson. Near circle. Near corner. Canadians get back this time. Behind the net for Carrier for number 28 on the Canes. Jankowski trying to get there. Gooley. And I can't see who else are trying to dig it out. It's pinned by Stahl, I think. All right, anytime. All right, near circle. Nikishin's shot is blocked. Far boards. We're halfway through regulation. 4-2 Montreal, the score. Pass to Demidov. Sent ahead. Neutral zone, red line. Dump in by Gooley. Nikishin behind his own net. 9 minutes to play in the second period. Gostishbear, to Nikishin. He dumps it in. Dobish behind the net. Leaves it for Hudson. Hudson pass. Sent up the far boards. Race is on. They beat out the icing. Kapanen behind the net. Taken to the far circle. Now the blue line. Shot was wide into the near corner. Struble sends it. Now Bolduc's shot was wide. Struble keeps it in. Far corner. Doc trying to get there. Carolina sends it ahead. Another breakaway. Jarvis to the net and denied by Dobish. I think there might have been a late poke check there by the Canadian defense. Another shot. That's wide. Montreal's got to stop giving up these odd man breaks or these breakaways. 8 minutes to go in the second. Carolina's definitely dominating the second period, but they're still down 2. Chatfield dumped it in. They play it behind the net to the far corner. Stahl took it away. Pass. Far corner, Martinuk. Behind the net. Near circle. Stahl takes it behind the net. Struble and Hudson have been out there over a minute and a half. Towards the net. Who was that, Jarvis? I couldn't see the number. Pass to Martinuk. Shot from the near circle. Blocked behind the net. Somebody lost a stick for Montreal. Shot wide. Somebody get that defenseman a stick. Or no, it's Deneau. I don't think it's a defenseman. Centering pass just outside this near circle. That shot was blocked. It's 3 shots for $1 for the Canes. Up the middle, Stahl, a shot. That was wide. Another one. They tried to freeze it. This long. Oh, it's just wide. and icing called on Montreal at 6:51. Whew. Don't know if we did the under. I think we did do the under 10. Haven't had a whistle. That was a long stretch without a whistle. Go Habs, go Habs, go Habs, go Habs, go Habs, go Habs. I hear you. All right, Stahl was the one that set that pass up. Yeah, that was Jarvis on that breakaway. Good save, I guess, by or poke check by Dobish. Maybe the defense didn't get back. We're still waiting on the draw in the near circle. Stan Coven and Deneau. Shot by Blake, blocked. Near circle. Sent behind the net. Deneau, far corner. And taken by Taylor Hall to the far circle for the Canes. He fell down, lost the puck behind the net. Canadians can't get it out yet. Kept in by the Canes. This is a long possession. Shot by Blake is blocked. Habs, Texier finally sends it off the boards, and they're going to go for a line change, I believe. Anderson got a pass, took it away. Sent towards the net. Rebound. Anderson gets it, sends it behind the Carolina net. And it's sent to the near boards. Now to the far corner. Taylor Hall trying to get it away. Chatfield in the far corner. Chatfield can't get to it. Was that Hall behind the net? No, Slavin. And to the blue line. Pass to the far corner. And behind the net again. Under 5.5 to play. Montreal just picked up a shot. That's the first time in some time. And Carolina gets a whistle for icing at 5:19. Come on. There we go. Go Pack Go from Cubby Bear. Hello. Yeah. If I tilt up, you can see I've got Packer winter hat, little ball, helmet. And then if I move, when I get up, there's a football. Hurricanes score again, make it 4-3. Go Canes. Yep. That's going to be game on if they do. Montreal really needs to get the 5th goal. Shot from the far circle, frozen puck by Anderson at 5:14. And that should be the under 6 media timeout. 4-2. I think we did the Robinson goal. We'll do it again, though. Oh, yeah. Caulfield hits the post. Rebound taken by Carrier. Sends it off the boards to himself. Long pass ahead to Robinson. Matheson couldn't get back. Robinson hit the bar, and it went in. The crossbar, and it went in. That's why it's 4-2. Slavin, best defender in NHL. He's good. Yeah, pure defenseman, maybe. I'm not sure. I do love, the offensive-minded guys that are also very good at defense would be Hudson, of course, on Montreal, and Schaefer, the 18-year-old on the Islanders. My gosh, he is so good. He's worth watching Islander games. Speaking of Schaefer, he's in the commercial. Granted, he was the number 1 overall pick, but just generational talent on defense. But no shade to Hudson either. Hudson's phenomenal. But yeah, Slavin good too. I want to say Slavin may have been a Chicago Wolf. Let's see. Yeah, speaking of which, I think this is game. I think the Wolves are up 2-1 in this best of 5. Oh, they scored. End of second. Noah Philp, his third from Joel Nystrom and Cal Foote. 18:02. The Wolves play at the Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois. It used to be the Rosemont Horizon. It's next to O'Hare Airport, so it's like the close. I think I'm still closer to that than I am technically to the Rockford Ice Hogs. Liberty down big against the Valkyries early in the fourth quarter, 63-48. Lynx all over the tempo, 79-53, again early in the fourth. Knicks up 15 on the Cavs, 5:46 to go in the third, 68-53. All right. Great. Behind the net cam. Can't see anything. Blue line shot, I guess, saved by Anderson. Come on. Hate the behind the net cam. Drives me crazy. You can use it for replays. Don't cut to it live, for God's sakes. I never understand the use of it on the power play. Long run here. Yeah. Oh, for the Knicks. Face off. Miller sends it behind the Canes net. 5 minutes to go in the second. Sent ahead. Near corner. Svechnikov behind the net. Battling for the puck in the far corner. Slavin centers it. It's into the near boards. Picked up by Walker. Walker at the blue line pass. Shot from the point. Rebound. May have been blocked. And whistle at 4:34. What was the call, though? And they go to a side-by-side ad. Thanks. Go Lynx. Yep. Lynx are beating up on the Toronto Tempo. Tempo 3-2. They have 2 road wins. One win at home. They're good. They do have Mabry, though. They're a little bit go Canes. A little hard to root for Mabry, but her and Tuesday night they won in Phoenix. Her and Slim Sykes put on a show. They did like 2/3 of the scoring for the Tempo. Both shot well from 3. Sent around by Martinook. He gets it back in the far circle. That shot is too high. Canes getting a lot of shots, and they do lead in shots on goal by 6, but a lot of these are not. They're on target. They are off target. All right, finally, the Habs, they can't get it out again. Far corner, near circle. Finally, Slavkovsky sends it across. And Montreal, that's Suzuki, sends it behind the net. Slavkovsky takes it away behind the Carolina net. Now Carolina to the neutral ice, and they dump it in from the red line. Behind the net, Matheson, 3:30 to go in the second. Pass up ahead, neutral zone, tipped in. And icing is the whistle at 3:23 on Montreal. Man. Knicks are up big. Yeah, it was 15. Now it's 13. 71-58. But still 4:22 to go in the third. Well, it was 4-1 Montreal after one goal here for Carolina in the second, making it 4-2 as we get to 3:20 to go. Tipped ahead by Bolduc, straight up in the air by Doc. Bolduc, but it's offsides against Montreal. 3:13. Yep. Even 4-2, though, that they still have plenty of time in the third. All right, I guess that's the under 6 media timeout. Still 4-2. All righty. Oh yeah, second period is second intermission. Second period is over. In Rosemont, Illinois, Wolves lead the Griffins in the AHL playoffs. Is this the conference finals? I'm trying to think. Or is this just... Oh my gosh, their site is so slow. Oh, no, it's not. We've still got... Looks like we still got 4 series going, at least. Or 3? Where's their playoff thing? Okay. Looks like the... What are they? The Colorado Eagles have advanced to the Western Finals. Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. Up 2-1 on, I guess, Springfield. Best of 5. So they'll meet up. The Wolves will play... What the... I don't know which conference anybody is. The Wolves have got to be West. So I think the Wolves would play the Colorado. Well, they are up 2-1 in the series. This is game 4. They can close it out at home tonight then. All right. Valkyrie's up 21 on the Liberty. Lynx up 23 on the Tempo. Cavs down 13, 4:22 to go in the third. We're back from commercial break. Working on a pinky fingernail for somebody on the Canes. It was all bloody. All right. At the neutral zone, dump in by the Habs, and this will be icing. Whose finger is that? Gostisbehere. What happened to his finger? Ooh, he got like a... Bolduc was going for the puck and got his glove. Yeah, I'm a little surprised. Would that be slashing if you're going up? Or high stick on the... High stick's usually the face. To the side of the net. And blue line kept in by the Canes again. Jankowski behind the net, and it's in the near circle. Finally, the Habs send it out. 2:40 to go in the third. Near corner for the Canes again. Finally, the Habs get it out. Up ahead, near circle. Texier battling Walker. He's trying to pin it. Texier gets it back. Near boards. Texier shot, rebound in the slot, sent out by the Canes. And picked up by Hudson. He takes it behind the net. Still 20. Oh, now it's 22-16. Why did I have 15? Now it's 22-17. Yeah, I guess I didn't realize I wasn't up to date. Shot by the Canes. Where's the puck? Hudson thought he froze it. It's behind the net. Canes up, taken away by the Habs. Over the blue line. Newhook dumps it in. The rolling puck is picked up by the Canes. Anderson will just freeze it in the crease at 141. I don't know what happened. Dobich thought he had it. It trickled through like 5-hole and just went to the side of the post. It went right on that red line marking, the end of the crease and rolled wide. Rolled right off his pad. It was on end, rolling like a quarter, whatever. It went behind the net. Oh, what a break. Near circle draw. They've already kicked out a Hurricane. I think Jarvis took the draw, but the Habs won it. Matheson shot. Slafkovsky. Now Suzuki. It's tipped off the boards. Matheson passes along the blue line. Long shot behind the net. Caulfield. Excuse me. It's trying to dig it out as Slafkovsky in the far corner. Finally, the Canes take it out. Red line. Pass goes off the far boards, and the Canadiens get it to neutral ice. Pass got away, though. Hurricanes dumped it in. How is that not icing, though? Aho takes it near corner. Aho back to the blue line, leaves it for Gostish Bears. I guess his finger's better. Sent towards the net. Dobich froze it. The net got popped off the pegs at 47 seconds. Pushing and shoving. Suzuki and Aho getting into it. And Svechnikov, without his helmet, he was pushing somebody down on the ice for the Canadiens. Didn't see who it was. We'll see what, if anything, may be called here. They took a shot away from Montreal already. Yeah, so Goztich-Bear with a shot. And Dobich had to dive to freeze it. It tipped off of somebody. Puck was bouncing in the crease. Good save by Dobich. He's not happy about like the interference afterwards, I think. And wait, they sending Svechnikov to the box, but it's also going to be maybe Matheson and Svechnikov are going. Yeah, and Dobich is not happy. All right, so 4-on-4 with 47 seconds to go in the second period. Yeah, Matheson threw a punch, but Svechnikov knocked him down. They were both at each other's throat, I guess. Oh, these flashing lights in the corner saying make some noise. Got to turn those off sooner or just make noise. All right, 4-on-4. The Canadiens send it behind their own net. And, well, Blake has it for the Canes. Pass to the blue line. 34 seconds to go. Centered. And Nikishin shoots. That's wide into the far corner. Evans takes it behind the net for the Habs. So coincidental minors for roughing, apparently. Taken up. Evans. It's into the far boards. Taken away by Nikishin. 9 seconds. 8, 7 to the near boards. Skated in. Centered. A shot. Save. Near corner. And that's it. We have played 2 periods. It's 4-2 in favor of Montreal. Carolina cut a goal off or back into the lead, only trailing by 2 instead of 3. They cut a goal off the lead. So I'm trying to say 25-16 are your shots now. All righty. 2-0 Jays, top of the 9th. Okay, good. 71-56 in the NBA game. Still not at the end of the third, and now it's 83-67, so 16. So it's been going between 13 and 16 points. 13, 15, 16. Knicks 83, Cavs 67, 47.8. Hey, we got 31. Thanks, Ricky, for reminding everybody. Double play. Oh, man. Hits. Yeah, we will get to that. Good call. Score is 4-2 Montreal. We're in the middle of a 4-on-4. Shots are 25-16 Carolina. Hits are 30-14 Carolina. Knicks a 23-5 run. Jays win. All right. Go Habs go. Jays won. Woo-hoo. 2-0 was the score. Yeah, hits 30-14. All right. Hey, don't forget to vote in the poll if you see it in the YouTube chat. I only see it on my desktop for some reason. So far, we have 53 votes, 72% for Montreal, 28% for Carolina. All right, hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up on the video or the like button. Consider hitting the subscribe button for the channel. Doing one or both helps with getting the channel to be recommended to other viewers. This will help me grow the channel, and I thank you all for your support. If you have a Twitch account, please follow Sinbin Stream there as well. It is the same live stream, but it is faster and commercial free. And again, thank you for supporting my endeavors here. Got a split in the series, which was needed. Oh, was it a 4-game 2-2? Volks own the Liberty. What's up, Galchino? 79:57 in the fourth, 4 minutes ago. Happy hockey streaming. Thanks, Gal. That's kind of you. Thanks for being here. All right, we have Chicago Wolves trying to close out the Griffins. They're up 1-0, 18:41 to go in the third in Rosemont, Illinois. We will have WNBA this weekend, 1 game a day. Saturday, Lynx Sky at noon. Sunday, Mercury Dream at 2. Hockey, we're going to have, 6 straight nights, even if both series are sweeps. So 6 straight after tonight. More if, the games are split. Yep. Valkyrie's up by 21 in Brooklyn, 81-60 on the Liberty. Wow. And the Lynx continue to roll on the tempo, 95-67. But the tempo won 2 straight on the road, I think Sunday and Tuesday. They might be getting tired. This is their 3rd road game in, 5 days. So this game is 4-2 because Caulfield hit the post, and off that, Robinson deposited one in to make it 4-2. If the Canadiens don't end up winning this game, that's going to be what's replayed a lot. 95-70 Lynx up on the tempo. 1:30 to go. Still 3:36 to go in Brooklyn. Sparks Mercury. 1-3 Sparks. 2-3 Mercury coming up. Yeah, Mercury just lost on Tuesday to the tempo. Knicks 85, Cavs 70, end of the third quarter. Oh, yeah, let's finish the numbers. 25-16, the shots, Carolina. Faceoffs 23-19. Carolina. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. We've had a couple. Neither team, I think both teams had a 27-second power play. We've had a bunch of 4-on-4s. At least 3. 31. Oh, they took a hit away. It's now 30, an added one. 31-13 hits. They changed it. So I'll delete it. So they made an edit to the hits already. All right, I deleted. They had 30-14. Now it's 31-13. Block shots 20-11. Montreal. Giveaways are 10-10. Takeaways 3-2. Carolina. Yeah, each team's had 3 penalties. Suzuki embellishment, so that was the first 4-on-4. Then a brief 27-second power play for Carolina. And Aho was roughed Evans, and that meant Montreal, after the 4-on-4 was done, had a 27-second power play of their own. And then coincidental minors for roughing. So we've had 3 separate 4-on-4 situations. So we have 113 to go on it when we start the third. Just like 28-3 is still replayed nearly a decade. Yeah, for the Falcons. I hear you. Carolina had one roll past the net, though, too. The puck was rolling on end and missed the, right down the red. You see that little red paint job. It's the end to mark where the crease begins. Strong third. Cavs cannot score and handle the next offense. Yeah, so hits are at 31-13 now, unless they edit it again. Nope. I agree, Karen. I agree. They cannot sit back on 4-2. They need to push. And I told you, I'm like, the second period could be very different than the first and the third, because you got those longer line changes. It creates those opportunities. The go Knicks, says Jack. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. NBA is not my cup of tea. I do really, really, really like the WNBA. That got me back into basketball. Thought the WNBA, I wouldn't be watching any basketball. I did some college, but I don't know. Other than maybe mid-major games that are on ESPN Plus, I don't know how much college I'll do ever again. Maybe the tournament time, but I don't know about the conference tourneys, because they seem to pirate all those. I'm not opposed to pirating. I'm opposed to pirating on YouTube when it breaks their terms of service, and I would get shut down if I tried to do the same thing. But, all right. So, Knights Avs tomorrow, game 2. Vegas up 1-0 in that series. Then Saturday, WNBA, and then game 2 of this series at 6. Most of the games are at 7 Central, but Saturday it's at 6. Game 2 of this series, 6 Central. WNBA Sunday afternoon, and then Avs Knights at Colorado at Las Vegas. Or in Las Vegas, Colorado at Vegas, whatever. Sunday night, game 3. Monday, happy Memorial Day, Canes at Canadiens for game 4. Then Tuesday, there it is. So just Saturday and Tuesday, the games aren't at 7 Central. Tuesday, Avs Knights will be at 8. And let's see. Tuesday. Let's see. Game 2, game 3, game 4, game 2, game 3. So game 4 of this series is Wednesday, and then we'll see what we have past Wednesday. Wednesday will be the next baseball game, too. As well, because I think that's the only game I'm doing for baseball next. It's going to be a Blue Jays game, too. Marlins Blue Jays at like 12:07 Central. All right, keeping an eye on that game. We got a final in Minnesota. Lynx 100, tempo 72. Valkyrie's up 20 with 1:22 to go. And these games are taking more than 2 hours. So Prime has 2 games going at the same time, underway in Phoenix between the Sparks and Mercury. They're calling more fouls. The reviews are taking even longer than they used to, and the games used to be about an hour and 50 minutes. Now you're lucky to get one at 2:10 on the short end, which is unfortunate. All right, probably already said it, but hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up the like button on the video. consider hitting the subscribe button to the channel. Doing one or both does help to get the channel recommended to other viewers. This will help me grow the channel, and I thank you all for your support. If you happen to have a Twitch account, please follow Sinbin Stream there as well. It is the same live stream. It is faster and commercial free. It's all free. You know, subscribing is free on YouTube. There's no cost to you. And following on Twitch, it's free to you as well. And thanks. We did pick up some subs today, I believe. Thank you so much. And we're at 31 likes. It'd be great if we could get to 40, but thank you. Great win by the Lynx. Yep, by 28. Tempo playing their third road game in 5 days. Sunday and Tuesday they won. Thursday they did not. They picked up their first 2 road wins. Yep. Like to get to 40 if possible. Oh, sorry about that. Forgot. I meant to get back to that. We'll look into that. All right, we'll keep you on NBA. It's gotten a little closer. All right. Artist was Silent Partner. Song was Parasail. P-A-R-A. Yeah. P-A-R-A-S-A-I-L. That's not how you spell that? P-A-R-A-S-A-I-L. I don't know. That's how... Oh, they probably don't like it being capitalized. That's what it was. All right. That's how you spell it. Here, I'll play a little bit. It was this one, right? I think that was it. Is that the one I played? So I play a lot of Ethan Meixell, M-E-I-X-S-E-L-L. But yeah, I have a few Silent Partner. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4, now 5. We got like 5 Silent Partner. That's it? Okay. All right, I'll pause it. I don't want to play it again. Yeah, I've got about 5 Silent Partner songs. Sugar Zone is another one. Sugar Zone. Magnolia, Beatdown, and Straight Weather. That Straight Weather sounds a lot different than the other songs too. Those are all songs by Silent Partner. In addition to Parasail. Those are the ones I have. I might have more, but those are the ones I see immediately. Yeah, exactly. No more odd man rushes and breakaways. They're fortunate. Yeah, thank you. Yep, 3 more likes to get to. We're at 32. Thanks, Ricky. Yeah, you're welcome, Yin Yang. All right. Oops, I forgot to take a break. Let me. We'll play Straight Weather. That's an old one I play a lot. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. And that was... Yeah, we played Straight Weather by Silent Partner. That one's a lot different. I was going to use that for like when the WNBA has video reviews. This is Next Funk by Everett Almond. I got to get more Everett Almond as well. All right, we're about set for the third. We'll keep an eye on the NBA. 88-80 Knicks by 8, 7:46 to go in the fourth. Oof, we are behind on the HBO Max app. I might have to try to get out and get back in. Yeah, I know. There's some good. Yeah, that Ethan Meeksel is really good. I like him. There's a bunch of bands I like on there. You know, most of it, like huge amount is instrumentals. Man, Carolina had a great opportunity right off the get-go, but they sent it wide. It's in the far corner. All right, still kept in. Can't see the number. The jersey's folded up. Might be Jarvis. Sent to the far corner and... All right, near circle, pass back. 26-16 the shots. They did give one to Carolina. 20 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Dobson couldn't get it out the far boards. He takes it to the near side, sends it behind the net. 10 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Carolina Canadiens just slow to bring it out of the zone. Sent ahead. Taken away by Blake. Pass to the near side. Ehlers' pass got taken away by Evans going the other way. To the red line. Poke check. But sent in and behind the net, that was the goalie, Anderson. So Anderson stayed in despite the rough first. Shot from the far circle, tipped into the netting above the glass at 18:22. Oh, okay. That shot was by Jarvis, and it got tipped high. Nice play by Dobson. That's why it went over the bar. Dobson just barely got the stick on it. That was that shot right off the center ice straw, I think. All right, they took the shot away, obviously. It was blocked. All right, far corner. Somebody fell down. They centered it right through the crease into the near boards. Montreal, again, having trouble clearing their own defensive zone. It's sent behind the net to the far corner. And sent again behind the net. Matheson takes it. There's a broken stick out there. Saucers it to neutralize, but Gostich sends it ahead. Near side, Robinson. He was offsides, the call. 17:48 to go. Man, we got more people watching this game. Last night was fine, but man, a lot more people, I think, interested in this series. Last time the Knicks were in the finals was 99. Huh. Wow. Yeah, they almost did, but that was a good play by, oh my gosh, we've got a camera operator walking down the stairs for this draw from the stands. Why do we need that shot? That was just a waste. Sent in. I mean, it was like bobbling too because he or she is going downstairs. Shot was blocked into the near boards. That's just stupidity. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Stay on the center ice cam. Replays for other angles, not live. First appearance by Struble since Game 7 against Tampa. That's what I thought. Long shot for the blue line, saved at 17-13. He was brutal in some of their losses down the stretch, too. All right, that's the first shot on goal for the Habs in the third. We always, yeah. TNT, ESPN, always. Well, seriously, the guy's stepping down the stairs. You're trying to show a draw while the camera's shaking. I'm going to barf. And joyous, we got the behind the net cam again. Neutral ice for the Habs. They have to reset. And dumped in. Sent out by the Canes. Dolbish plays it behind the net to the far boards. They finally get it out, but already neutral ice for the Canes. They make a pass. Far circle shot. And apparently tipped into the netting above the glass. I got to clean these glasses. Jarvis again. Good play by Svechnikov to pass it to Jarvis. He faked. Yep, another block shot by the Canadiens. Go, Habs, go. Go, Habs, go. I agree. Need to get this fifth goal. Really do for the Canadiens. Behind the net. Played to Martinook. Texier trying to get it away. Martinook to the far. Come on. Go to the regular cam, please. Behind the net. Stall. I'm going to barf, guys. This is too much movement. Far boards. And, oh my gosh, TNT. To the near corner. Dolbish plays it to the, I think the far corner. No, it's the near corner. We got a tripping call on Carolina. Can we please get off the corner cam? Gooley got tripped by Martinook. And Canadians get a power play. Can't even hear the refs, Mike, at all. Martinook tripped Gooley. I don't know what he's beefing about. It looked like textbook tripping to me at 16:04. All right, on the PK should be Stahl, Ehlers, Miller, and Walker. Power play. There we go. Slavkovsky, Suzuki, Caulfield, Demidov, Hudson. Cleared by the Canes. And I got too quick. They're still in their own zone. 15:45 to go in the third. Sent out again by the Canes. What are we doing on this power play, Montreal? We're not out here just to kill time. We're trying to get this fifth goal taken away again by the, I think it was Jankowski for the Canes, unless it's Jankowski. All right, finally brought it up the middle. And once again, TNT does not key the guys on the power play like every other broadcast would. Slavkovsky's shot was blocked into the far corner. Rebound, now taken. They pass it. Slavin clears it. Near circle for the Canes. Looking. They send it back into their own zone. Miller will pick it up from Anderson. 14:55 to go in the third period. And they clear it. 45 seconds on the Montreal power play, which they've done precious little with. Far circle. Come on, Habs. What are we doing? Texier skates it in, sends it around the boards to the near corner. And they send it from the near boards to the near corner. And again out for the Canes. Centering pass gets away as Stahl tried to get to it. How was that not offsides? Did Stahl not touch that? Bolduc couldn't get to it? That's it. That's the power play. No shots on, well, I don't know. Maybe they got a couple shots. I have no idea. Wasn't very good, though. Far circle. And sent back by Nikishin. Yep, 0 for 2, one shot on goal for the Montreal power play. But again, their first power play was 27 seconds. Wasn't long. All right, from behind the Montreal net, now the pass to the near boards for Gostishbear. To the near circle, towards the net. Blake sends one. It may have hit the post, into the near boards and out. Either that or was blocked and got tipped in the air. That must be it. Dobish taps it to, let's see, who is that? Gooley behind the net. Gooley waiting. We got just over 13 minutes to play in the third. Canadiens sitting on a 4-2 lead. Far circle, Slavkovsky towards the net, a goal. There it is. It's 5-2. Habs take the lead by 3 again. Wow. Just like that, an explosive play. Slavkovsky just stick handles around some players and gives the Habs the 5-2 lead. His 5th of the playoffs. Suzuki's 11th assist. Caulfield's 6th. Just went around Svechnikov and just beat Anderson blocker side high. Svechnikov looked silly. Couple tips on that pass. Slavkovsky just made him look foolish. Nothing Anderson could do. Boy, it looked like Anderson was throwing his glove hand in a punching motion towards Slavkovsky too. All right, 12:40 to go in the third. And icing the call on Montreal at 12:37. So a bit of a sigh of relief, I think, here by Montreal. I think the pressure's a little bit less on them now. Whips. 95-82 Knickerbockers, yeah. 97-85. So it's still 12 with 5:10. No, I don't think I can. I don't think I can get it legally. Unless I use a VPN or something. I don't have a VPN. They're going to have just as bad a shots, too. They're not much better. Their commentary would be better. But actually, the TNT commentary I'm okay with. Except for their intermission and post-game. That I can't stand. All right. That's brought up, centered by, who was that? Ehlers? I am blanking on names. Yes, Ehlers. Behind the net, centering pass, goes to the far boards. Habs couldn't get it out, though. Sent behind the Montreal net. Under 12 to go. And into the near boards. Finally, Montreal to the neutral zone. Over the red. Now they go back into their own zone. Hudson waiting on a line change. He heads for a line change. Carrier behind his own net. Pass ahead by, who was that? It's tipped on net. Sent by the Canes to the near boards and out, but Gooley gets there first. Passes it in. Canes behind their own net. Send it around. Just going around in circles. Jankowski with it. Neutral zone. Robinson dumps it in. 10:50 to play in the third. 5-2 Montreal. Gooley pass. Over the red line. To the near. Nope, they couldn't get it to Bolduc. And the Canes send it out again. Dobson, near circle, to the far circle. 762 save percentage for Anderson tonight. 16 saves on 21 shots. Oof. Not good, but not entirely his fault either. Habs have had a bunch of breakaways. Tipped away. Finally, Slavin passes. Red line. Canes dump it in. Dobish will glove it and hang on to it at 10:02. Did we have the under 14? I think we did. By 13, let's go Carolina. Slavkovsky, 5-2. Hab strike for 5 on Freddie. Yep. Yes. What a play. Yeah. He made, who was it again? I think it was Svechnikov. He made Svechnikov look silly. And I'm not trying to be negative towards Svechnikov. It was just a brilliant play. Just trying to emphasize what a brilliant play it was by Slavkovsky. Undude like. The imaginary push. Yeah, exactly. That's a good way of putting it. Vegas beats Avalanche. Yeah, we'll see. Slavinator does it again. Yep. Slavkovsky's 5th. Bissonnette. Nah, I know. The reason I don't like Bissonnette is just because of him saying Connor Bedard was playing pond hockey. I don't know. I don't know. He wasn't anything in the league. He just turned himself into a content creator. He glazes Vegas. Yeah, give me a break. Yes, we're at 34. Thank you. No fights. Just that coincidental minor for roughing. And thanks, Katie McDougall, for the comment. We had Svechnikov and Matheson coincidental minors for roughing. That was the only thing close, but no fights. All right, they're back from break, but let's get the Slavinators goal visualizer. Pass by Gooley to Caulfield. Slavkovsky beat, Chatfield and Svechnikov. He just did a how's she going. Got Svechnikov to bite and put it past Anderson. Blocker side high. Just didn't seal the near post. Or far from our camera view, but his closest post. Carolina wins the draw. It's deflected behind the net. We're under 10 to play here in the third. And there hasn't been a ton of pushing and shoving after whistles either. Here and there, and that coincidental for roughing had some. Canadians are 6-0 following a loss. Well, they just won, so I don't understand putting that up there, and they're winning 5-2. They're coming off a win, so nice try, TNT. All right, Canadians dump it in. Suzuki chases in the far corner. Miller tried to get a hit. Taylor Hall pass for the Canes. Up ahead, Martinook. He had a penalty. Aho behind the net. And Slavkovsky has it. Pass off the near boards. 9 minutes to play in the third. And the Canes need a quick goal here to try and get back into this one. Sent up the near boards. They waved off icing. Canes send it behind the net. Gostishbear sends it up the far boards. 3-on-3. Knocked off the puck. Matheson got to it. Pass taken and sent out. Red line. Tipped into the near boards. Gostishbear pass. Tipped away by Stan Coven, and the Habs take it behind their own net. That is, who is that? I think that was Hudson who just passed it. Gooley sent it ahead. Anderson plays it to the near cords. 8 minutes to go in the third. Dobson sends it in off the far boards to the far corner, and they called that icing? Really? At 7:54. I thought he was at the red line. Oh, no, we got a penalty on Gooley. Never mind. Penalty on Gooley. That's... And we head to the... I guess we didn't do the under 10 yet. So the Canes get a power play. Gooley called for interference on Blake. Yeah, he knocked him down at 12:06. 7:54 to go in the third. All right. Yes, the Wolves. Again, this is the Canes trip, the AHL affiliate. Philp again from foot again, and Felix Unger-Sorum. And the Wolves lead in the third period, trying to advance to the Western Conference Finals in a best-of-5 that they lead 2-1. Rosemont hopefully going crazy. Rosemont, Illinois, next to O'Hare Airport. Under 5 to go in that game. The Valkyries beat the Liberty by 17 in Brooklyn, 87-70 to... I think that means they're 3-1. Yeah. End of the first quarter in Phoenix. Sparks 25, Mercury 24. Knicks up big, 105-87, 2:46 to play in that fourth quarter. Back from commercial. You know what? Maybe let me get out and get back in. See if it fell behind or something. Try again. Usually that's just ESPN. All right. Why are we... What is taking so long? Yeah, no fight. Just that coincidental minors for roughing. Nice dub for Montreal, rooting for Canada. What's up, Rick? Still a long way to go. I know it's only 7:54, but remember, fights are bad, kids. All right. Sent out by the Habs as they're trying to kill off this power play. They took a shot away from Carolina? Yeah, 25-21. All right, Montreal cleared it again. Canes not doing much on this power play. 7:25 to go. Behind the Montreal net. And not cleared. No, nope, to the blue line. They kept it in. Pass to Ehlers. Ehlers to the blue line. Ehlers to the near circle. That shot is blocked. He gets his own rebound. Ehlers pass. Got it back. Down low again. Shot by Jarvis too high and out to the neutral zone. Would have preferred Buffalo. That was a tough. Yeah, I agree. I felt bad for Buffalo. I wanted the winner to go all the way, though, and I still want the winner of this series to go all the way, hoping really hard for that Canadians. All right, whistle at 6:43. Reds start a home series with the Cardinals tomorrow. I need to win the series, I think. Yep. Rooting for the Knights. TNT definitely needs help. Thanks, Ricky. We're at 34. Appreciate it. They're my third favorite team. I am a Kings fan first, and I fell in love with the Sabres and the Canadiens, and they both did well for the channel. I'm in the Chicago area. I would root for the Blackhawks if I could watch them, but I'm not going to pay $20 a month just to watch the Blackhawks. So I get local blackouts. I have ESPN Unlimited and HBO Max. Will cancel HBO Max once they're done with the Eastern Conference Finals. All right, Canes have squandered this power play. They have not even gotten a shot. Anderson almost, nope, pass comes to Ehlers actually. Down low, towards the net, tipped wide into the far boards. And into the near corner. Sent out. Down the length of the ice. A clear, that'll do it. That is the power play over with 5:50 to go. Canes really desperately need a goal or two here. If they get one, maybe they pull the goalie soon. 0 for 2 on the power play, no shots. Again, both teams had a 27-second power play on their first power play, though. They both had a full power play here in the third. Behind the Carolina net, centered to the slot, but Stahl is there for the Canes. Brings it up, passes. Martinook sends one, glove save, held on by Dobish at 5:17. That'll be the under 6 media timeout. Still 5-2 Canadiens. Dumb penalty. Gooley. Well, I don't know why it says Cooley, and then when I highlighted, it says good. We are winning. Yep. All right. We open the scoring in the first. Jarvis, his second for the Canes. Then for the Montreal, they had 4 in the first. Caulfield's 5th. Deneau's 2nd. Texier's 4th. Demidov's 3rd. Then Robinson got the Canes back within 3-2. And in the third, Slavkovsky picked up his 5th. That's all 7 goal scorers. Carolina fans are leaving the building. What happened to supporting your team? Got to beat the traffic. School night, work night. I understand. But yeah, if I paid all that money, I'd be staying until the end. That's me, though. No. And there's not enough baseball to. It's $18.50, and that's for the ad with ads too. I'd have to pay for more without ads. Not that it really makes your favorite show of all time, Game of Thrones. Yeah, no, I never seen it. I'll take your word for it. 2-0. Yeah, 109.93. Yeah, it's got to be pretty much over. 2-0 lead. Oh, you're welcome. No problem. Sorry, I do get behind on the chat a little bit. Kind of got to wait for icing whistles and TV timeouts. But that's the last TV timeout. They did pull Anderson. All right, they are going with the 6th attacker. Yeah, it's $18.50 a month for like not even commercial free. So with the sports, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, it's high for HBO Max. I think only Netflix is more. Sent around by Jarvis to the far corner. They pulled Anderson, so 6-on-5, but with an empty net. And not out yet for Montreal. Aho kept it in at the blue line. He gets it back. Pass Walker, I think. Right up the middle towards the far circle now. Back to the blue line. Blast was wide of the net. Far corner. Slavkovsky saucers one to the neutral ice. And taken by the defense of the Canes. Now in front of their own net. Gostisbehere passes right up the middle. The pass got away. They're trying to get it to Svechnikov. Montreal iced it. Whistle 4:24. I agree with the price of tickets too. If you're not going to beat that much traffic either. My dad always instilled that to me to stay till the end, and yeah, I've always done that too. Trying to think if I've ever left early. I don't think so. I think the only time we left early once was maybe a school night, and we had free tickets from great attendance. And I think it was either a double header or a rain delay, and we left during or extra innings. I think that may have been the only game we ever left early in baseball. Sent around to the near boards. You know, my dad had to work the next day too. Towards the crease, sent behind the net, and Anderson couldn't clear it. Slavin kept it in. Shot was wide. Blue line keeper under 4 minutes to play in the third. Stankoven with the puck. He was calling for it earlier. Shot was wide into the far corner. Sent around by Ehlers. Kept in. Blake with it. Far circle shot. Too wide. 86. Sent out. That may have been off the shot, though. Yeah, this is not icing. Slavin picks it up behind the net. Leaves it for Gostisbehere. 3:15 to go in the third. Pass ahead into the far corner behind the net. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Nobody's dug it out yet. Matheson. Who is that? Jankowski. Who else? Oh, Carrier, 28. Montreal sends it out. Not far enough for icing. Gostisbehere picks it up. Still no change in shots on goal. Dump in. Far corner. 2:40 to go in the third. Behind the net. Back to Gostisbehere. Shot blocked. Montreal at the blue line. Suzuki passes. Taken to the near circle. Towards the net. A goal! Slavinator strikes again. Another good how's she going to get around the defense of Montreal. 6-2. We'll see. I doubt they'll pull Anderson anymore, but we'll see. So Suzuki to Slavkovsky on the empty netter at time of goal 17:32. Slavkovsky, the first person to get 2 goals in this game, both of them in the third. His 6th of the playoffs. Slavinator strikes again. 2 goals and an assist, so likely your number 1 star, but I think Dobish deserves a little love too. 23 saves tonight. He played well again. Gooley takes it behind the net. Pass to the far corner. They take it behind the net again. Send it up the near boards and out to the neutral ice. Kapanen knocks it away. Yeah, Anderson out in net. Or out there on the ice in net. Stankoven knocks it into the near corner. 2 minutes remaining in the third. Taylor Hall behind the net. Centered. Shot was too high. It's in the near boards. And sent to the neutral ice. Doc trying to battle for it. Got away from Bolduc. Blake up ahead. Stankoven up the middle. Far circle for Taylor Hall. And a lot of empty seats now. Nikishin centers. Tipped to Gostisbehere. Sent off the far boards to Hall. Tipped for Gostisbehere back to Hall. Under a minute and a half to go. Shot. Save behind the net. Kapanen in the far circle. Looking to just waste a little time. He sends it behind the net to Carrier. Takes a hit. Hits somebody back. In the near boards. Battle for the puck. Oh, I see a Habs jersey. Somebody in a 22 jersey. A red jersey. Who the heck is 22? Sent out. And taken behind the net. Nikishin passes to Gostisbehere. 50 seconds to go in the third. Looks like Carolina picked up a shot on goal. Sent out to the neutral ice into the near corner. This might be... Nope, no icing. They waved it off. 30 seconds to go. Miller sends it ahead for the Canes. Far circle. Carrier centered it. Shot by Robinson. Blocked into the near corner. Struble trying to dig it out. It's sent out to the neutral ice. 14 seconds to go. And Montreal probably just let it tick out. Behind their net, Struble has to pass to Newhook. That is it. 1-0 series lead for Montreal. They win 6-2. Bit of an upset. 69 votes in the poll. 74% correctly saying Montreal would win. Wow. They were up 4-1 after one. A little shell shock by the Canes in Raleigh, North Carolina. But 6-2 is your final. All right. Let me put the final everywhere. All right. Gonna end the Twitch stream right there. All righty. So, all right, we'll do the Slavkovsky empty netter. Shot by Gostish Bear, taken by Suzuki in the near boards, finds Slavinator, gets by Robinson and deked Nikishin and put it in the empty net. Suzuki's 12th assist of the playoffs. Picked up 2 in the third period. Slavkovsky picked up 2 goals. Kind of feel like Suzuki had 3 assists. You got to put Suzuki has got to be one of the 3 stars. I don't know about the other 2, but no, he wasn't. Slavkovsky's number 1, 3 points, 2 goals and an assist. Caulfield, I guess, for I don't know, a goal and assist, and Deneau a goal and assist. What about Dobish? He made 25 saves tonight. And what about Suzuki? 3 freaking assists. A little surprised by that. I mean, one was on an empty netter. Maybe that's why they didn't give it to him. I'm not so sure. All right, let me try to catch up on the chat before we get out of here. Yeah, no, I was young the only time. No, I hear you. I agree. I don't know about a real fan, but I hear you. Yeah, I agree. Well, they were down 3. It's a last desperation move to try and get back to 5-3. Yeah. Empty net goal. Yep. Congrats, Dan. Huge win. Yeah, first lofts in this year's playoffs. So here you go, Habs. Won't be the last loss for them. Yeah, hopefully. Forgot to tell the Canes there's a game tonight. Phil was 22 for a short. Oh, he was? Before he was 13? Oh, maybe that's it. Thank you, Memorial Squadron USA Inc. Nice handle, too. Thank you. Humble win. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Yep. Error Pancake. Yeah, I remember you. Let's go. Yes, and they got on them early. Whereas the Knights, that game was scoreless, like halfway through the game. And I kept feeling it. I'm like, the longer this is 0-0, I felt like the more it favored the Knights last night. Since winning the cup and is awful. Yep. Swept 3 times and losing once in 5. Yep. It's one game. Too early to tell. The Canes are good. Think they had a little rust tonight. I know that's not an excuse, but we'll see. Yep. Thanks, Jack. You too. Thanks, Yin Yang. So happy. Yep. Go Habs. Great win. I thought it was just me. I mean, I'm not knocking Deneau or Caulfield, certainly. I mean, Slavkovsky deserves it, but one of his goals was an empty netter. He did score the 5th and 6th goal in a 4-2 game. I mean, I didn't get it. Hey, thanks, Ricky. We got to 36. Thanks for keeping on in the chat. You're welcome, Dan. 3-0 versus Carolina. Oh, okay. Yeah, out of division. Gotcha. I hope so. I hope so. It's been too long. I feel like they're at a disadvantage in Canada just with the salaries and, I would assume their income tax is worse in Canada, not knowing Canadian tax laws, but 4-0 between the playoffs and regular season. Yep. That is true. Yeah, hope you guys will join me tomorrow night. Knights, Avs, Game 2, 7:05. Same, probably 7:15 puck drop. So I hope you'll tune in for that one as well. Can't remember if I put this in here. I think I did. All right. I think that's where we're gonna leave it. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing. Thank you so much for the chat as well. Hope you have a great rest of your Thursday. Have a terrific Friday in January. Yeah, well that's only 2 games because of through the conference. What's up, Random? Random, have a great Friday. Have a great Saturday as well. Thanks, Kieran. Oh, enjoy the bar, Yin Yang. No worries. Yeah, I hear you. No problem. Oh, yeah. Enjoy your football match there, Random. Good luck. Thank you, Kieran. As always, appreciate it. Kieran, I think I offered to make you a moderator or whatever you call it if you want. So let me know if you'd be interested. No pressure. All right. That's going to do it. Sinbin Stream signing out. Wishing you all the best. Have a terrific Friday. And we'll see you in about 21 hours, a little over. Until then, take care. Be well. Sinbin Stream signing out. Good night and bye-bye.